All right. Hey, sixth graders, I gotta tell you, I got my shadow box here, and remember the last video I put a mixture of putty and wood glue, and I mixed it up into a filler or a putty, and I put it in these holes and covered them up. I have now let that dry completely, and I then sanded off all the extra. And let me tell you, I warned you in the last video not to put a big old pile of it on there. It'll take you forever to sand, and trust me. I sanded on my box for about 15, 20 minutes and was not making very good progress. So I thought I would cheat, and I grabbed my power sander and sanded on it for a while with this power sander. And of course, what ended up happening is I didn't wait 24 hours for that to completely dry. And so the glue that was holding the whole thing together wasn't completely dry and kind of smeared on my sandpaper and destroyed my sandpaper. So I wrecked a sanding disc on my sander and spent a bunch of time sanding because I didn't wait long enough. But again, let me warn you, do not put a big old mountain of filler on top of those holes. We just want to fill the holes in when we fill those with a mixture of glue and sawdust. And then we certainly want to make sure we wait the full 24 hours to let that completely dry, because what I did is I reached down and touched it. Oh, it's dry. And as soon as the sander cut through the top layer, it wasn't dry all the way through, and that's when it got all gummy and gross. So when you go to sand your filler, make sure you've let it dry completely, and then let it sit overnight before you sand. And then you're going to sand everything down, and so you can see it just leaves a little dot right there where the nail went in, and it looks pretty good. And so I think when I stain this now, you will not be able to see those holes. You'll notice that the wood on mine is a little darker than the wood around it. And that happened because the sawdust that was in my sander was from when I sanded my last project that I built at home, and that was built out of walnut. And walnuts are really dark wood. And so that's why you see that these are a little darker than the wood. I'm not too worried about it because the only stain I have here at the house, well, I got to dig around. But I don't have any light stain, so I think whatever I stain will be dark enough that you won't see those, and it won't be a problem. So that's what it looks like after you're done filling in those holes. And then next week, we'll do how to stain my shadow box. Hey, we're getting close, folks. We're almost done. Talk to you later.